Joining us from London is manager of Watson FC. He was also the manager of Newham United Reserves in London. Emmanuel Adekunle, glad to have you join us, Emmanuel.
Yeah, good morning, Solomon.
What happened at Old Trafford last night?
That was a shocker. That was a shocker. That was the shock of the season, the shock of the year. I think Mourinho got it wrong. He got it wrong in his selection and in his approach, in his tactics to eliminate Sevilla. And I think he will learn from that, and maybe next season they can do better.
How do you come from a superlative win over Liverpool in the league to this kind of loss in the Champions League? I mean, that win against Liverpool was superlative, I think.
Yeah, you are right. You are right about that. And if you watch the way Jose Mourinho has been playing, he's always a defensive-minded manager. And when you play in teams like Liverpool, you can get away with it because Liverpool plays on the counter, and if you defend very well, there will be no space for them to counter. But if you play that against a Sevilla team, a team that has got skillful players all over the field, even their goalkeeper was a skillful goalkeeper, you need to bring out your playmakers as well. I don't understand why he left Mata on the bench and left Martial on the bench, and you playing Fellaini. I cannot imagine that. Fellaini he can't even control ball. He's not, for me, he should be a rugby player playing in football. I think Mourinho got it really wrong yesterday, and I was really angry. I'm not a Manchester fan, but I was angry yesterday with him.
Well, Jose is reacting, and it says it's not the end of the world. I mean, he came with Porto to eliminate Man U in 2004. And this is not the first time Man U will be eliminated in the Champions League. How do you see this reaction after this sort of game?
You know Mourinho for who he is. So, he always has something to say, whatever and whenever. Just 3 days ago, he was attacking the Boa concerning what he said about Rashford. And whatever comes up, whatever happens, Mourinho always has something to say to defend himself. But in this case, he messed up. He should just accept that he has disgraced Manchester United yesterday, because that was a poor performance by Manchester United.
So you say that the likes of Rio Ferdinand and Paul Scholes, those criticizing him right now, even outside Man United, are correct to criticize him. There is justification to criticize him for losing this game.
Yeah. Going by what happened last night, I think everyone, including yourself, should criticize him. If you watch Manchester United yesterday, they haven't done anything. They were sleeping. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't get 3-4 passes together in the opponent's half. They couldn't get a shot on target. They couldn't do nothing. They were not fighting for the balls. Look at the way Sevilla were doing. They are playing like they were playing like wounded lions. They were playing like they needed the match more. And I'm happy for them that they got the result they needed.
Well,
Mourinho should just learn from that.
There is the big game tonight, 1-1 from the first leg at Stamford Bridge. Can Chelsea, don't forget in 2012 when Chelsea went on to win the Champions League, they had Barcelona to overcome, and they did overcome. Can Chelsea reenact their 2012 heroics at the Nou Camp tonight?
That would be a no for me, because we're talking about in 2012, Chelsea they have a lot of players with big characters, you know. But in this Chelsea, I don't see that. And I don't believe they can go through. I think it's going to be like 3-1 or so to Barcelona today. We just have to be sincere with ourselves, because watch Chelsea, the way they play this season. They play like the way West Ham will play, the way Stoke will play, not the way Chelsea plays. So I don't see that happening.
Now, what do you think either Barcelona or Chelsea should do differently tonight? Barcelona, well, maybe a draw will be all right for Barcelona, but Chelsea needs to win the game, score the goal, or score a higher score draw. What do you think both teams should do, either of them should do tonight?
A draw will be good for, if it's a goalless draw, will be good for Barcelona. if it's a score draw, it's not good for them as well. So I think Barcelona, the way they play, they will not change the way they play. That's one thing you need to know about them. They will never change. They will keep passing and passing, and they'll be hoping that the space will come. And they'll be hoping for that. It might not come, it might not happen, but that's what they hope for every time. You remember in the last match against Chelsea, what happened was Chelsea gave them the goal. They couldn't create any chances to have a shot on target until Chelsea gave them just dashed them that goal. So it's going to be tough for them as well, but they will have an edge because the Camp Nou is a very massive stadium, and the Chelsea stadium is a bit like Onikon Stadium, it's a bit small. So it's going to be kind of tough on them. But I wish, well, sometimes wishes don't come true, but I wish that Chelsea go through.
All right.
I don't see that happening.
All right. Well, a lot of people probably also did not give Chelsea the chance in 2012 at the Nou Camp, but they pulled the chestnut out of the fire. Well, that is all of sports this morning. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Adekunle from London there, analyzing the UEFA Champions League for us.